All right, Math 121 students, very good job. You followed your emails, you've gotten through the Getting Started module, and now we're getting ready for you to tell a little bit about yourself and where you're going to write your introduction. So let me show you how to do that, how to successfully complete this assignment so you don't get dropped. Again, what you're looking at is our Canvas homepage. Let me go to modules, and there's your Getting Started module that you've completed. All the way to the introductions. All right, so here's the introduction. It's a typical discussion board. As far as some ground rules are concerned, please make sure that, I guess they're called netiquette rules. Be kind to each other is essentially the word here, right? It takes a lot of courage to put yourself out there, especially when you start asking math questions. And I encourage you guys actually to help each other. Sometimes you might see a question on the discussion board before I do, so I encourage you to help. All right, be kind to each other, help each other get through this thing that we call math. As far as the discussion board is concerned, there's the video you're currently watching. Again, this is supposed to be your introduction, along with your resizing of embedded pics needs to be done by May 29th, 11:59 p.m. Arizona time. If you do not get this done, you will be dropped from the class. As you can see, as you scroll down, there is my introduction with my embedded pictures with myself and my grandbabies. I tell you a little bit about myself, my family, as well as my math history, if you would. And then there's another thread where I again reiterate due dates and how to successfully complete this assignment. Sorry about that. There's basically two ways that you could basically work in a discussion board. The first way is if you look at the bottom of this instructions, there's a reply key. When you click on the reply, what opens up is a dialog box. You can change the format. Once you start, hello, my name is, whatever. All right. And so it's basically a text box. You can mess around with the font and the size, whether you want it to be bold or highlighted or whatever. You can attach links. You can attach pictures, which I'll show you in a moment. You can do media. You can do documents. And as I'll show you later on, you can actually do equation editors, and you can even embed videos. But all this I will show in due time. But for now, what I like to do is show you how to embed a picture. So you've written a little bit of something, and now you want to show a picture of yourself or somebody in your family. For me, the best way to do this is to go to the image, press down and say upload image. When you do that, there's a little box that asks you to upload an image. So let me minimize this and go to I actually have things saved in my summer 2024 file. And when I go there, I can take one of these images. Oops. Let's say I take oops, wrong button there. You click on it and you drag the picture over to the upload an image. It's already in embedded mode. So all you have to do, let me extend that out, is press submit. And when you do that, the picture is now embedded in your thread. But you'll also notice, let me scroll up, that the picture is very, very large. So this is what I mean by resizing, because if all of us post big pictures, the discussion board is going to take a long time to load up. So to resize it, just basically click on it. You'll notice that this image option comes up as well as highlight. You're going to click and drag one of your corners in. And so notice the picture is getting a little smaller. I can make it as small as I want. I can click around it and start typing again. All right, so let me show that again. So when you want to embed a picture, come to upload image. I got to minimize my screen and find an image and drag it to the upload area. All right, it's already set to embed mode. So when I submit it, all right, again, there's the picture, but as I've promised, it's going to be pretty large. So let me scroll down here, click on it to highlight it, and then click and drag one of your corners in to make it as small as you need it. And then when you're ready to post it, post the reply, and there it is. All right, you'll notice that I've created another thread. There's a thread from my intro, a thread for a reminder of when it's due, and then a thread that I just wrote, excuse me. Okay, so that you create a new thread by hitting the reply key up here at the top. Now, when you're ready to reply to somebody, you'll notice that all these threads actually have a reply button. So if I wanted to reply to something, let's try to be a little more mathematical this time. So let's just say I have a math question, right? How do I do the following fraction problem? Okay, now you have choices here. You can either upload and embed a picture of your problem, all right, or you can use the equation editor. That's what I'm going to show you here. That's the little square root of x key. When you press on that, a little template will come up. There's a lot to explore, all right, but what I'm going to do, here's your fraction key. So I'm going to press fraction. Let's go with 3/4. Let's say we're going to divide by the fraction, let's say 7/6. Okay, and then when I'm done, you notice that little fraction problem goes into the item. What I encourage you guys to do as well, excuse me, my throat's getting itchy. What I encourage you guys to do is just don't throw a problem up there, because this is pretty loaded. Like, what exactly do you not understand? So to help others help you, right, go ahead and say, you know, tell us what you think might happen. Do I cross multiply? Okay, you post that reply. Now what's going to happen here is, since I was replying to a thread, you notice that this new thread is sort of indented within the thread that I replied to. So when you want to reply to that, right, then we go ahead and press reply. And of course, we don't divide by cross multiplying, right? The answer would be no. We multiply by a reciprocal. So, oops. First move or step would be, and of course, I'm going to open up the equation editor again. And of course, if you want to write pictures and embed pictures, you can, but I'm just trying to show the equation editor, right? So there's my 3/4, and then we're going to multiply by the reciprocal of 6/76. That's 6/7. Okay, and then you start multiplying top to tops, bottoms to bottoms, post reply, right? And then you can see that this is further embedded as well. All right, so there's a quick introduction on how to use the discussion board. Please use this. Every single module when we go through has a discussion board to work in. I would ask you guys to refrain from asking questions about the quiz/homework set that you're going to be doing, especially if you're working ahead. I want everybody to have the opportunity to give the quiz a try. But once the deadline has passed, you may talk about anything you want. But prior to the deadline for the quiz and homework, you can talk about the notes. You can talk about an example I did. You can create an example to talk about. Just please refrain from discussing any quiz or homework questions as you try to, you know, gather your questions and knowledge about something you might have a question about. Okay, so hopefully that does that. Again, if you have questions, please email me, and I can try to help you even more. But hopefully that shows you how to successfully complete your intro. Please write it, embed a picture of yourself or something that's interesting to you. Once you get it embedded, please resize it as well, right? If you fail to do this by Wednesday night, by midnight, I will drop you from the class for not being able to follow directions. All right, so I'll see you in some videos coming soon. Get to work.